Oh, hey, Ash! Would you like to battle?
I wish I could. I don't feel so well.
What's wrong?
Well, I've got a Trapinch stuck to my back.
Whoa! Hang on, I think I have the solution. These Dino Pokemon here are really good at biting things off. Go for it, Dino!
Ouch!
Oh no, that did not go as planned. Hang on. This Horsea fire extinguisher should help you out. How's that?
Much better. Uh-oh.
Squirrel Stampede 2020! Please squeak! And Squirrel Live!
Hi there, from Squirrel Stampede. What do we have today? Well, my favorite Pokemon MEGA CONSTRUX. This is Series 12. We have 3 new Great Balls to check out and 3 new Nest Balls to check out. These are always just fantastic fun builds. Let's see what we got for Series 12. On the table, my favorite line of Pokemon from MEGA CONSTRUX is back. This is Series 12. 6 all new MEGA CONSTRUX Pokemon to construct and build, all inside of those fantastic Pokeballs. This time we've got the green Nest Ball, and then more blue Poke Great Balls are here. We have a really unique collection today. Starting on the left, Dino. Then there's Horsea. Mincchino's here. Nidoran Female. I believe we met the male last time. Piplup. I think they've done a single pack of Piplup before. I'll have to look back. And Trapinch. So a good unique grouping of Pokemon to open up. I think I'm most excited for Horsea though. Alright, so now this is the part where we love to take them apart, remove packaging, spin them around, and then we can be surprised when what we find is what we find. Well, let's try a nest ball first. I want to see a nest ball. How about this one right here? What do you think it possibly could be? I already forgot who was in the nest ball, so it's going to be one of 3 or the other 3. Oh, my goodness! Right off the bat, the one I wanted to see the most. Horsea! Alright, let's MEGA CONSTRUX Horsea. Quick commentary. Horsea is probably the least complicated in Series 12, but for some reason looks the most complicated. And it's Horsea! How cute! I always forget that Horsea is a dragon-type Pokemon. I just think water-type or something. I think this is the first time MEGA CONSTRUX has tackled Horsea. I don't believe Seadra or Kingdra have been out either. Getting a little trickier or harder to tell nowadays. Fun little minifigure build to start off with. I love the ones that are suspended above the Pokeball by a clear acrylic rod. Almost like it's floating. And a good basic movement with the Pokemon too. We've got a ball jointed head to move the head around, which is really tight right now. And a tail that we can move around too. With being suspended, you can really get it in quite the many poses. I like the face and I love the rubbery fishy-like fins coming out. So good start with Horsea. This one will be one to look for in this new Series 12. Okay, what do we try out next? You know what? I want to try out another nest ball. Let's try out the one in front of Ash. I love the spiralness going through this ball. Every time you rotate it, it looks like it's kind of spiraling in on itself, even with just that one little arc line. Okay, Horsea, who's going to be your first friend? I think it's Nidoran. Yep, I bet it must be. Alright. And there it is, Nidoran Female. It's looking like Nidoran Female has the most pieces for this series. Lots of pieces, and they're kind of blending into the table. Look at those ears! Those ears are so cool. I like those pieces right there. And those feet with the spots too. Looks good. Alright, Nidoran Female, MEGA Constructed. How many pieces again was Nidoran? That was a lot of pieces. Bringing back the box out, about 31 pieces on the construction of this one. So if you want the most bang for your buck, this is the one to get. Nidoran with the most pieces of Series 12. Love the ears on this one, so cute. Kind of almost camouflages into the back of the table and the tabletop here, but this is a really fun build, very simple. Let's bring out Nidoran Male real quick to compare. This was from, I believe, Series 11, and I think it's basically the same build. I don't see too much difference at all, although there's no whiskers coming out of Nidoran Male. So a small subtle difference, but they are really fun. They look great together. Glad I was able to add now both into the collection of these great Pokemon builds. The highlight of these two has to be those earpieces. Those earpieces are so vibrant. They stand out, contrast out really well. So super fun to build. Remember, Series 11 on this one. If you're interested in the build, check out the previous video on those. There's just so many of these. They're just so addicting. They're so much fun. So Nidoran Female, good to see ya. And we continue on. And I think I'm really enjoying these nest balls, so let's do one more nest ball. If you recall back from the start of the video, process of elimination, it has to be, who was in the nest ball? Well, let's find out. It would be Dino. Dino is one of those new to me Pokemon. Going to have to learn a little bit about Dino today. Let's Mega Construx and build.
What a weird build of this one is. Not exactly how I would expect Dino to look exactly. There's a collar that goes around at the neck and kind of folds up the way the neck piece goes in. It looks okay. I don't mind those little rubbery pieces, they always look good.
And Mega Constructed, it's Dino. Now again, like earlier saying, Dino is pretty much a new to me Pokemon. I don't believe I've ever caught one or ever heard of it until today for some reason. Dino, a type Dark Dragon. Dinos can't see. According to my favorite Pokemon Super Deluxe Essential Handbook, Dino can't see, so they explore their surroundings by biting and crashing into things. Because of this, they are often covered in cuts and scratches. Ouch. I will say, even though I don't know too much about Dino, I don't think they captured him too well in this figure. Look at the drawing in the Essential Handbook there, how the fluff kind of goes over his whole body. His head is up a little bit, kind of like a giraffe, I guess, but it's a little bit, I don't know, too stickly in this design here. So a little bit of a miss, I think, on Dino. What do you think? If you're a fan of Dino and want to know everything about it, I'll place a picture of this up on the Squirrel Stampede Instagram, and you can comment there on what you know or don't know, or what I don't know on Dino. Am I even saying his name right? Although, I should add, there is a pronunciation guide in here, one of the reasons I love this handbook. And for someone like me who mangles pronunciation all the time, it really helps. So that's Dino, 25 pieces go into the build, and it does fit well into this collection. Okay, well now we are finally on to the Blue Great Pokeball. Going through all the nest balls first, let's try this one over here by Ash. It's been so long since the start of this video, I can't remember who's in what now. So we will find out by opening. And we found a Mincchino! And I actually said it right. Finding lots of Mincchino cards recently with Sword and Shield. Let's go ahead and start to construct.
Mincchino, what a dusty looking Pokemon. There's a lot of rubbery pieces with this one. I like the little one that loops around its neck. That's cool.
And Mincchino, Mega Constructed. I think you could easily say this is one of the top 2 Pokemon of Series 12. What a build. Nice to build something standing up for a change. The last 2 were on 4 legs, so now we've got the standard mouse body stand. The highlight of this one is all the great fluff. Mincchino, a chinchilla Pokemon. Of course we'll have big ears and lots of fluff. Look at the tail. Trying to remember if I've seen that piece before. Such a happy build this one was. I think the smile could have been a little more open though. It's just a standard little smile. Some good articulation, you can give it some good personality, move these ears around a little bit. You can play with the arm stances and the tail. Very good build along with the Nidoran. Great to see in Series 12. So let's see here, it's either gonna be Piplup or Trapinch. I think it's a Trapinch. And it would be the Trapinch. This one will be fun too. I like the color. This one will really stand out with the other 5.
I like the orangeness of this one. And I kind of like, even though it's more ant, it kind of has like a turtle-like appearance. Interesting where the head pieces fit together. Really cool roundy Pokemon.
Trapinch, Mega Constructed, and now I'm having a really tough time trying to figure out what is my favorite Pokemon of Series 12 because this one's pretty cool too. Trapinch, the Ant Pit Pokemon. Its huge jaws can easily crush rocks while it's digging through the sand to create its nest, it says. I kind of like how they did Trapinch's mouth. It's a little different with the two sides coming together, only pegged in by a small little white post in there. See if I can kind of open it up a little bit. So there you go. You can kind of have his mouth open up, but again, it's just on one little post. And that's kind of odd, but it works, I think. It feels like an ant. Oh, and it chomps closed. And then really subtle, soft legs, rounded, and a nice rounded turtle-like body. Very fun little build, and again, this orange color works well with this series. It's going to jump out compared to the others. The others feel a little more muted this time, but this one was a fun build, and at, 24 pieces? Fits really well in the middle of this collection. That leaves one more great ball left, and that's with the squirrel on top. Sorry, Landry. One more great ball. Okay, what was it again? It's gotta be Piplup, right? Piplup, finally for the end. Ah, there's Piplup. So let's Mega Construx this one up and see what it's about.
The trick with Poplio is you want to build in the coldest room possible, with a little bit of water too.
And it's Piplup! Surprised it took so long to get into the single-packed construction figures. Looking good from all around. I like the cute little tail they've got going with Piplup there. Penguin Pokemon. We've got articulation with a little head movement, and I think you can move these wings about. Pretty cute. Eyes are kind of closed. Piplup has appeared before in Pokemon. Mega Construx with this pack. Piplup versus Turtwig, looking very similar in figure construction, only with large open eyes. So the Piplup build a very good finish to Series 12 for today. Now seeing them all built together, who could it be? Who could it be? I think my favorite build out of these is going to be Trapinch now. The vibrant orange color really did it, and the round, soft body works well too. Horsea, I think, my second favorite. I really like Horsea here. Mincchino and Nidoran, probably the top two people will be looking for. Of course, Piplup, always very popular, so that will be looked for too. Dino is here too. Maybe not the best recreation, but it's still awesome that they've made so many Pokemon for Mega Construx. They've just knocked it out of the park, as always. Find these Pokemon Mega Construx Series 12, Spring Summer 2020. That's what I have to say about that.